Joaquin Buckley. I would like to discuss Buckley because that was a heck of a performance by him. And let me go ahead and hit you with this one, George. Joaquin Buckley is the most dangerous fighter in the welterweight division.
I gotta soak this. No,
Soak it in. Soak it in. He is the most dangerous fighter in the welterweight division. Want me
okay.
to read off the rankings?
He's the one that can pretty much leave you out like on the concrete, we'll say, right, at a bar or outside of a bar, and just make you look stupid, and but let me tell you something, man. What Bilal Muhammad did to Leon Edwards in Manchester, that was a mauling that he did. I don't know if I'd want to be on the receiving end of a 5-round ass whooping like what Bilal Muhammad did, or just get clean KO'd by Buckley. Look, if it's not one, it's two. So I would say it's not an overreaction because he is pretty violent for sure. That'd probably be the scariest guy, going into a fight because of what the result might be.
Exactly. And that's why I think he's the most dangerous. You want to call him scariest or most or the most dangerous? I mean, this is no disrespect to Bilal Muhammad or anybody else. I'm not even necessarily saying that Joaquin Buckley is the best fighter in the division or even the most skilled or the most polished or any of those things. But given what he showed us this past Saturday against Colby and that knockout power, dude, that power that he has in those hands. Credit to Colby. He took some hard shots. I will say that, and he withstood them, but we've seen it against Vicente Luque. We've seen it against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I mean, this dude is going to be a problem in 2025.
Just ask Impa Kasanganay the same question. Let's see what he thinks. But hey, let me ask you something. Is this accepting that Khamzat Chimaev is now an 85er for life? Or because if he were to drop down, that looks like it's definitely not a walk in the park either.
Nah, this is accepting that Khamzat's a middleweight now, and he's going for a middleweight championship. But Joaquin Buckley coming down from middleweight to welterweight, clearly, man. I mean, I don't know who's more dangerous than him at the top of this division. Who's more dangerous? Who packs the punch?
Not an overreaction.
Yeah. So, anyways, what do you expect from him in 2025? Like, let me ask you this specifically. The call out afterwards on Saturday was, Kamaru Usman. Ultimately, he kind of asked the crowd, which I thought was really cool. Hey, who do you guys want to see me fight? That was awesome. And then we settled on Kamaru Usman ultimately as the call out. What do you think about that fight, and who would you take in it early on now?
Yeah, I got to commend him for that, because when he went down that road, I was thinking, oh boy, how's this going to go? Because the crowd's starting to leave. You don't know, they're disappointed in the result. Is this going to go good or bad? It reminded me of Paul Buentello. He used to say, don't fear me, fear the consequences. He wins a fight, and then he tells the crowd, hey, everybody, don't fear me. And nobody said, fear the consequences. Oh, my, he got left hanging, so I thought the crowd might leave him hanging. They didn't. They were all about it. And let me tell you something. He should stay ready, because we don't know what's going to happen with Shavkat, right? With that MCL or that injury that he has. What's disappointing is I would like him to take some time off, because after fighting 4 times in 2024, man, I'd like to see him sometime around May or June, before he fights next. However, if Bilal comes back and it ain't Shavkat, it should be Buckley, honestly. But let's say it is Shavkat and Bilal, and that buys Buckley some time, then maybe that gets him to the middle of the year and he can come and fight. Now, would Usman want to wait that long? See, but we're talking about Buckley and what's best for Buckley. I think the Usman fight is perfect. It's a former champion. But make sure, I think right now the most important thing for Buckley is time off.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes. I'm surprised you think he needs the time off. He's been fighting great. I'm sure he wants to stay in a rhythm. So I could see him fighting in the first quarter of next year. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what Joaquin Buckley can bring after a 4-0 year this year. Dude is on the rise.
MMA Junkie AI.